Arlington police released new video showing one of 3 men arrested for committing a series of armed robberies over the weekend. Tonight, we speak to the Good Samaritan, who police credited for helping them track those suspects down. Fox 4's Macy Jenkins live in Arlington tonight with more on that story. Macy.
Heather and Steve, well, 3 men are behind bars for 3 Arlington robberies on Sunday night. I talked to one witness who was on the phone with police as the 4th robbery was happening. Police credit that call for leading them straight to the suspects.
Yeah, it was pretty hard to lose him in the middle of the night, I'll say that, with those red pants and that shirt on.
A stop at the Fuel Up Mart on Kelly Elliott Road in Arlington is part of Brett Stokely's weekend routine.
Just to pick up a Red Bull for the next day. But
Sunday night around 8:30, he didn't expect to stop a robbery in action.
When I walked out, they were hiding behind the wall. They were both wearing masks over their face. It was cold, wasn't that cold.
Police say this surveillance video shows 19-year-old Braylon Cobb taking a tray of money from an employee while holding a loaded rifle. Stokely was sitting in his truck calling police when he saw 2 men running out of the store.
They ran behind the gas station into a neighborhood, so I followed them in there.
Stokely says he trailed them for about a block when he saw one of the men hop into a red Dodge Avenger and take off. He says Cobb kept running.
I was just telling him to stop. You know, whatever you did, it isn't worth it. He told me I wasn't with him. I didn't do anything.
Stokely was still on the phone with police when he says Cobb tripped and fell. Officers arrived and took him into custody.
The citizen is the reason that we responded lights and siren, because they gave us good intel that, hey, I think there's fixed to be a robbery.
And while police applaud Stokely's quick thinking, Lieutenant Chris Cook warns against getting too close to a criminal in the act.
You're dealing sometimes with people that don't want to go to jail, and they may take an act of aggression towards you, and so we want people to be good witnesses, but we don't want to put themselves in harm's way.
And while Stokely says his girlfriend wasn't happy to hear that he followed the suspects, he tells Fox 4 he stands by his actions.
You got 2 choices in those situations, like my father always used to say. You will or you won't. You can or you can't. So in that situation, I figured I would, and I did.
And 2 other men who had taken off in that Dodge Avenger were later found by Fort Worth police and arrested, taken into custody. Now, when I spoke to the man this witness, he says that he was very concerned about the safety of the people that were inside of that convenience store. Investigators are now trying to see if any of those 3 men are connected to other robberies that happened on Friday and Saturday nights.